good afternoon, good day, hello and welcome to WhiteDetails. With the little Yaris, which was last week's, or this week's, little Modesta new car prep to one side, the ramp is free for the next patient, which is the Lexus. This is a pretty rare model, it's the LC500 Ultimate Edition. I believe, I've been told it's only the fourth one in the UK, and I think from a quick Google, it's only going to be the 10th one in the UK in total. 165 models worldwide, so one of the rarest cars that's been here for some time. You can see by now it is a satin factory paint finish, and the owner is very conscious of picking up damage, abrasions. The car lives outside, so wants the best physical impact protection possible. We're going for a full body PPF with Suntek Matte PPF, which will be topped with Modesta on the shelf there behind me for ease of maintenance. Going forward, obviously it's a matte paint finish, there's no polishing to be done in this episode. I need to get the car rinsed off, washed off, decontaminated, get the wet work complete, so I'm doing that now. It's a Thursday afternoon, 2:45, pretty chilly, hence all the layers. So that and a whole lot more in this episode of WhiteDetails. Inside now, that is the wash and first part of the decontamination phase complete. You saw a few stray tar deposits on the lower portions of the vehicle. Both of these cars, being white, being light, do show contamination. The Yaris actually was very heavy with fallout, industrial fallout, where I believe the vehicle was perhaps sat in a dock on a railway side awaiting collection, perhaps, and it just had lots of stuff landing on the surface. Not so much the case with the Lexus. The tar deposits were there with only 350, 400 miles on the clock. So good to get them stripped off, but now the clay bar is going to dig any remaining surface contaminants away, which is most important. So we're left with a completely smooth, flat, pristine surface, which will then be prepped further with alcohol ahead of jumping on the laptop with the plotter and then using some of this good stuff. Matte Suntek PPF. We really are looking for pinhead size, tiny contaminants that haven't washed off the paint. Where is it? I've just seen one somewhere. Oh, here. See the little orange piece of fallout? Something here. Ow, my knees. Big one there, could be sap. That's basically what happens. You only get one chance with this, really, the decontamination phase. Anything that's missed is going to shine through like a sore thumb. Got a few bits down here on the side still. And a tiny little microscopic piece there. In the process of wiping down the paint just now, in prep for the film, I've just spotted a little paint defect. This, sadly, is going to look like, under the film, a piece of contamination. But actually it's a little blip, it's a bleb. The patterns have been extended on the software to allow me to wrap in the inner edge here. And then also, you've seen I've disconnected the lining. I've put a wrap across there, into there, so I can wrap 5 or 6 mil and then go up and up. I've put a bigger inch wrap here to cover that, and then we'll do what we can here. It does all get very tight, and of course it'll be wrapped down into the engine and back down the side. And just to visualize that, the amendments with the edges, let me spin that around so it's easy to see. A new feature within Core allows the wrapped additional edited sections to be highlighted in a different color. You can see this is a dark navy black, and then you've got the turquoise green. There's the inch wrap there. That's the standard on the bottom. An additional wrap into the side of the door, and then back up on the top. That's the Suntek wrap across the top into the engine compartment. Oh, and when it goes orange, it means it's clashed. So you separate that. There we go. Anyway. Whilst you're prepping the panel with IPA, it really is worth paying attention to and spending time just checking over the surface for any remaining surface contaminants. For example, here. Missed him with a clay bar. I would have been over it, obviously, but sometimes stubborn ones just take a little bit more. My little piece of clay, which is nice to have on standby. And sorted, gone. One rear bumper, 2 doors, 2 tow eyes, 1 rear quarter and a rear deck up here complete today. And this... Sit. No. This is my buddy Dutch. Hello Dutch. Who's that? Ooh. I have a couple of hours dog sitting for a family member, which I'm most pleased about. You're a good boy. We like you, don't we? You're a good boy. Watch your toes under the stool, mate. Who's that? But we can't do any PPF this afternoon, can we? Because there'll be red hairs everywhere. My customer doesn't want that, does he? No. So that's us done for today, isn't it? Yes. We're done for today. Got a biscuit. Oh, jeez. That's it. You stay there. You stay. The majority of the matte paint now has been covered with the exception of the side skirts, both near side, offside, bumper sections, the bonnet, and then finally the rear tailgate. These are areas yet to be done. The tailgate I would like to do as a bulk one piece, because otherwise it's a templated section which comes I think to there, and then you have one piece joining a second piece, which is not ideal, especially on this colour. And then also the bonnet, on file the bonnet is a 3-piece section. Basically it's such a large panel for the roll of film, which is 60 inches. There's a very small triangular section at the top here and that side, which again butt up together, which we don't want. So I'm hopeful that I can stretch the 60 as a bulk one piece up to the point at the top and down far enough to cover the nose without the nasty joints, basically. But the rest of it is looking very nice. I'm very happy with the installation. Looking at these three areas, the wing, rear deck and tailgate, it does mute. PPF over the top of the satin matte sheeny shiny does mute the finish a little bit, perhaps 10% or so. But once this is all coated and finalized and dressed and done in its entirety, it is actually a very nice finish. You still appreciate the pearlescent, you still appreciate the pearl. What's your problem? No, we don't do it. Hey, he's alright. He's coming back. He's not left you, mate. He's coming home. It's alright. We're going to do some plotting. We'll go on the laptop and do some more. So that's where I'm at. So the next couple of hours I am going to go back on the laptop and plot the headlights, the gloss sections in the front here, triangular section, the gloss mirrors of course, the gloss piece to the A-pillar, the gloss partial roof section over the top, of course the rear light clusters, the rear diffuser down here, from this piece to the bronzy piece to the main bulk black piece to the third brake light, possibly even a piece for the Lexus badge itself. All this is nicely tucked and trimmed within the toe eye. I'm not sure why there are two toe eyes on this car. Nice and tight to the edges, wrapped where available, underneath, down and round. All in all, very happy, and it's shaping up quite nicely. Rearranging the tables after a service, annual service for the scissor lift this morning, so the car obviously clearly had to be off the ramp for a short period. But we're back on the ramp, all sorted and back in action. Well, that went pretty well. One-piece bonnet. But it's a bit toasty in here. Done.
Knowing that you get a wrong girl.
Well, it's been a mighty busy afternoon, productive I will say. This morning finalising the canards, the fins down here. No template available across the Suntek network. I checked in with some other Expel guys, installers. The templates don't exist. So for what I've been able to achieve to do it by hand, I'm very impressed and very pleased. By the time that was sorted, I had lunch with my dad, which was a nice treat this afternoon. I took the wheels outside to clean them, and then I've just done a quick wash on the McLaren. This is a 570S. This is a front end PPF job, which was supposed to be tomorrow's job, but this is taking a little bit longer than hoped for. Coatings and final touches remain, but I'm going to be working on the McLaren over the weekend, finish the Lexus tomorrow, and then bonnet, wings, bumper, PPF, and that'll be this week complete. Well, we're nearing on the end of the job now. I don't feel as though I've done much talking in this episode, so apologies if you've been wanting more instruction. Before we get finalised and finished, I realised that I didn't actually touch base on where I am with my health and my arm, because in my last episode on the 1956 Aston Martin DB2-4, I was in agony with referred nerve pain down my left side. I won't go into the full ins and outs again and bore you with that, but long story short, it is a lot better. The physio and chiropractor I've been seeing has said the good news is it's fixable, and it's more related to my shoulder blade, the infrascapular, levatus scapula, or muscle twitches and impingements and muscle damage that I believe was caused from the motorbike. Now, I do have pins and needles in my hands, I do get elbow pains, but that is separate. That is to do with this, polishing, vibration, RSI, carpal tunnel syndrome. But the good news is that he doesn't think that my arm pain was related to polishing. So that's a bonus. I have had the results back from the MRI scan, and it's been revealed that I've got 3 bulged discs in my upper back as well. So that's work in progress too. But overall, we're on the mend. Thank you to everyone who reached out over the Christmas holiday period to wish me well. So left on the Lexus, I've just done the wheels. The wheels have been coated. I've got a final wipe down with Modesta M1 shot. I've got to do the glass. I've got to finish the infrared curing process. Now Modesta BC-X is installed. Then I've got to fettle the door shuts. There we go, all finished. I never know with light coloured cars how to best photograph them. It looks washed out. That looks nothing like that. Something to do with the white balance. Lexus LC500. Shh, cancel. Lexus LC500 Ultimate Edition. Full body matte PPF complete with Suntek Matte film, fabric protection for the convertible hood, Modesta BC06 for the rims and calipers, Modesta BC-X for the bodywork. Very pleased with this one. It's a great result, it's a great outcome. I'm happy with the installation. It was my first time doing a boot lid, doing the bulk install. I've done a few bonnets now, of course, but the tailgate was a first, and I'm extremely happy with the outcome there. It really would have ruined it, the whole job, if there's 2 patterns butted up together on the same panel. The pearlescent nature of the paintwork still remains, as you'll see in the after footage. It's miserable and wet and grey outside, so sadly there won't be any sunshine photos or videos. The vehicle is being picked up tomorrow, at which point I shall start on the McLaren. So that's all for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it through this far, be sure to find WhiteDetails over on Instagram for daily behind the scenes and updates. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Thanks for watching. See you next time.